Hello, everyone. So this
Hello,
is our
everybody.
our second stream, and I'm going to leave it over to our dungeon master for the evening, which is Jason. Hello, Jason.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our latest show and tell for Tailspire here. We're just going to run through a quick module and just kind of show off what we've been working on in Tailspire and just show off the game in general. At this point, I'm just going to introduce the character. We have Boris, again, Boris the Mighty, who is played by Johnny Ree.
Hello.
And we have Tishwa, the half-goat druid, who's played by Hannah.
Hello.
And so, our tale begins on a crisp autumn eve with rustling leaves underfoot and the smoke of village hearth fires in the air. Your group has traversed northward for 2 very long days with an ever-jovial merchant in tow. He contracted you to lend aid ensuring his safe passage as he answered an urgent request to ferry much-needed supplies to a remote farming village. And here he stands outside, and he kind of says to you guys, "All right, well, we're here." His jovial kind of attitude kind of goes to a business. He goes to all business now, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna make sure some paperwork is done. Why don't you guys go in? I'm gonna give you some copper here for some drinks."
Oh, fantastic!
And he gives you. Oh, okay. So he's copper pinching tonight, and he only gives you 1 copper each.
A single copper. Well,
You'll get more when we get paid.
Well, fine. Let's see
And
what
he says, "Hey, when you're in there, send the innkeeper out, and have him talk to me. We have some business to attend to."
All right, let's go have a glass.
Alrighty. We go and open the door. Okay.
Oh, I'll open it for you. So.
Well, thank you. Okay,
Alright.
heading inside of the tavern.
Okay, so as soon as you enter the tavern, the tavern interior is a stark contrast to the exterior, dank and enclosed with a few patrons and sombering mumbles. You can see in here that the attitude of these people is somber and solemn.
Can we turn down the music just a little bit?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
So as you enter, you see a bartender over here. He's doing his thing, kind of cleaning some mugs. This guy over here is a peasant. He's kind of drinking away. This guy's a little too drunk. Let's see. And so this guy sees you, notices you, and kind of gives you a weird look. Goes back to his cups, and he just seems very somber. This guy looks over, and at first he's startled by your appearance. But then he says, "Oh, you must be the caravan that's coming to deliver our goods."
Yeah, so as he sort of starts coming over, I turn to Tishwa and sort of just say, "Not quite the harvest festival I was imagining. This is quite a somber area."
Yeah, I agree. Perhaps we should take a closer look.
Absolutely. So as you come in, he steps up and he says, "Merith, put another log in the fire and get these people some food and drink." So she kind of says, "Hey, why don't you come over to this table here, and she'll get you situated." Right over here.
Hello.
There's a table.
Is that a table?
Oh no.
You're not seeing the table?
Bug number
Uh-oh.
1.
Woo! All right, bug 1.
Oh.
Hold up. Let me drop one.
Sure.
Are you seeing that?
No. Yeah, there we go. That's a table.
I see it.
All right.
Excellent.
So you have a table now. A table to set your glasses. And as she's setting your glasses, she basically says, "We don't really have much, but what we do have, we will give you the best of. Our harvest was recently stolen by the Count." And when she says the Count, she kind of says it in a low, hushed tone. She doesn't want anybody else around to kind of hear that. And then she kind of walks away and starts going. This guy says, "All right, here's your drinks," and she grabs them, gives them back to you, and One of you guys is supposed to tell the merchant to go outside.
Yeah, so I was just about to.
Okay.
So Boris raises his hand to the bartender and says, "Our employer outside has some business to talk to you about. If you could make your way outside, that would be."
Ah, yes. Not to her. She does not have that voice. Yes. So, hey, let's get back here. All right. So he steps outside, and this peasant kind of follows out with him, and you guys are in your cups, and you are enjoying your cups for a few. When suddenly these guys kind of run back in, and they're screaming and they're hollering, and the bartender basically says, "Oh no, the merchant is missing," and the poor peasant there says, "The goblins have taken everything, even the supplies we were supposed to get from Lockmere." And now he's just kind of sobbing, and everybody in the tavern gasps.
Okay,
And,
Boris darts for the outside.
Okay, and so you go out and you can see some debris left over from the delivery, and off in the distance you peer down into the woods, and you can kind of see and hear the merchant screaming for help as he's being carted away by a small group of goblins with the stuff that you guys are supposed to deliver.
Oh no.
He's running off with our money.
And
the
my
goblins are for
cheese.
sure.
Oh, okay.
Maybe cheese. There's lots of cheese there too.
Oh.
Well,
So-
you would feel the same way if you were born and raised in a land of cheese.
So at this point, you guys start following them down, and in the distance, you see them running to
okay,
beyond the forest.
we're following them.
Beyond
Yeah,
the forest that they're running into. What's that?
Yeah, of course we're following them. Oh,
Yeah.
heading back into
Yeah,
the
go
tavern.
back for your drinks.
Well, is that one copper? You know,
I was considering.
that's all we've been paid now is that drink. So obviously that's coming.
Okay.
You know what?
Well,
I'm
we
going
went-
back for
we
the
went
drink,
back-
and
Can we just go back and chug it and then run after the guy?
I'm bringing
Okay,
it along.
you know what? You bring your drinks with you. How about that?
Okay,
Yeah, that
fine.
sounds
Yeah. All right. And as you see the goblins taking him off the woods, and beyond the woods is this hill, and on the hill you see a large keep. But we will now go to the next scene.
All right. I might actually put up just a quick sort of text here if I can.
Yeah. Okay. Oop. All right, Johnny. Boris.
I wonder if Tishwa realizes that she makes her own cheese and eats it.
Oh.
What?
We can maybe say that they do. I never thought of that. Blah. Okay.
So gross.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it isn't to a half goat person.
Well, she is a half goat.
So, you
She's a half
guys
goat.
make your way to into the thick of the forest, and there's a valley in the forest, and at the bottom of the valley, you guys see a guy standing in front of a campfire. He seems to be shuffling letters, and you see another peasant kind of in front of him, begging him to come back to the village. Come back to the village. You've been gone for so long, you know. And the guy, and he also says, you have our letters there. You're supposed to be our messenger. You know, if it was, basically he's reaming him out about not delivering the message to Lockmere days ago about the harvest being stolen and everything like that. And but the guy who's shuffling through the letters, he's kind of clawing at them, and you see he looks very strange. He's clawing at them, and he's kind of reading them, and he's not really paying attention to anything. And you kind of hear him mumbling to himself, I have to read these. Stay the way I am. And you look up and you see the full moon is starting to kind of irritate him a bit. And suddenly, instead of reading them, he starts to smush them against his face and sniff them. And as that's happening, you see his limbs start to kind of elongate, and you hear bone popping, and there is hair that is just growing out of all of his skin. And suddenly he turns into, well, you know what he turns into. Let's see.
Well, I was going to ask these for directions, but it seems like rather unfriendly at the moment.
I agree.
I run up to the farmer, I guess, and
yes,
just sort of jump in front of him real quick.
Okay, so the farmer starts to run away. He's like, "Aye!" He's like, no. All right.
Yes,
so at this
run.
point,
We'll take care of this.
the wolf howls, and as he howls, you hear some deep growling rumbles from the wood alongside, and a pungent, musky odor assault. Growls turn into roars, and a pack of dire wolves burst from the shadows. So he calls through some wolves here.
Oh, there's more.
Oh no.
Ah! Oh no. Horse, I'll be behind you.
All right. So at this point, let's roll initiative.
All right. Are you gonna give it? Oh, sorry. Are you gonna give Mike the dice? Or?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you some. Let's see, Johnny.
I got 14.
You can also give it to multiple people at the same time.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Okay, so did you get that request, Johnny?
I did.
Okay.
9 plus 0, so 9.
9 plus 0. Good. Okay, so the wolves. Boosh. Oh, 19.
God. Okay.
All right.
So those are the wolves.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do it in one pack.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fine. Okay. So including the werewolf as well.
Absolutely.
All right.
So
They're
Hannah, what did you get, Hannah? 13.
14.
14. Sorry.
Right.
Okay. So
No.
wolves, Hannah, Johnny. Boris. Thank you. Okay.
I spent most of my breath just getting in front of the farmer.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. So, Johnny. Boris. Sorry. The werewolf charges up to you and claws. Let's see. Oh, good. 2. Miss. One more.
Oh, he has 2 attacks.
Oh
God.
All right.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So that is. I know this is gonna be just like the last time.
No.
All
The
right.
goblins.
2d4 plus 2, but he's got a plus 4 to hit. What's your AC?
My AC is 16.
Okay, 16. Oh yeah, he hit anyway. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 5 plus 2, so that's 7 damage.
7 damage. Ouch.
Yep.
Oh no.
Okay. Joshua.
Could I? I'd like to try a spell of animal friendship, calling upon
Absolutely.
a daffodil flower to go around their necks
Wow.
and make them my friend.
That's oddly specific.
Well, yeah, definitely. Okay, yeah. As soon as it's your turn, these guys got to go. And that's actually a good call. Because their intelligence is less than 4, so you will be able to maybe do something. So the first one comes up to you and attacks, and misses. The second one is within 5 feet, so he gets. I think he gets like a pack tactics bonus, which means he might have advantage. I believe. I'm not entirely sure about that.
Well, let's give them advantage on this.
All right. Let's see. Okay,
That's fine.
so,
We can take it.
all right. Let's see. 1, 2. All right, here we go.
Ooh, wow.
All right, so yeah, 17. Okay, so he hits. He is going to bite you, and that is 2d6 plus 3 damage.
Oh.
2. Here we go.
Ah!
What do we got? 5. Plus. Okay, so 5 plus 8 damage, and I'm also going to need you to roll a strength check, because I think direwolves, when they bite you, you can end up prone.
Okay.
So roll a strength check. Just get out a d20, and with a DC of 13. So anything above a 13. And what's your strength?
12. Strength is 13.
Oh, 13? Okay, so you got a plus
Yeah.
1. So you make it.
Oh yeah, I do +1. Ha!
Okay. Cool.
Yay!
All right. So at that point, it is now your turn, Hannah.
Yes, sorry.
Did
I
you-
thought it was. Forgot about the little mulligans that came out of nowhere. But I would like to cast a animal friendship power, and I want daffodils around their necks, and I want them to be my friends.
Okay. Well, yes. The first
Yes.
one is well, essentially, you can only. I think you could cast it at a time.
Can I only cast it on one?
Yes.
I'll cast it on the biggest one
Okay.
after I move.
Okay. Okay. So he's gonna make a wisdom saving throw, see if he can actually.
Moving is probably going to give you some attack of opportunity, maybe.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, you're right. Never mind, not moving. Oh, but can I attack the biggest one if Boris is in front of me?
The werewolf.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, werewolf.
If it depends on how you want. If you're gonna use a spell, you can probably hit him. If you want to use your shillelagh, you-
It's a spell, friendship spell.
oh, friendship spell on the werewolf. I don't think that's gonna work.
Oh.
You can try on one of
Right.
the other ones.
Yeah, one of
Okay.
the other ones might like. Yeah, and then you can basically persuade him that you mean him no harm, and maybe he'll go away.
Okay. The guy on my right.
Okay, so this dude.
This guy, that guy, yeah.
Okay, excellent. Okay, it's actually.
Ooh,
Wait, what are you doing? That's not how you break.
I'm sorry. Oh yeah. Okay. Wait a minute. I got her. How many dice for a spell?
No dice. No dice.
Yeah.
Just cast it. Now, what I have to do is make wisdom saving throw. I know it's not so fanciful yet. Once we get some effects and stuff like that, it'll be a little more juicy.
Yeah, it will get a lot.
Hell
easier.
yeah.
Okay, he completely fails that, and so his ears kind of go up, his tail starts to wag.
Aww, can I keep him?
Well, yeah,
He can
maybe,
come with
but
us.
for
He
right
can
now,
be
he's kind of standing out of the way right now, and
Oh,
kind of
but
go out.
he's so cute.
He's getting away from the pack. He's getting away. He's kind of confused right now.
Okay.
But he's not attacking, and that's good. So,
Poor doggy.
good job. If you want to move, you can, but probably better stay. So you don't provoke
I'll
him.
stay. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Boris, the mighty.
Yes. So I'm seeing the wolf on my flank there, and seems like someone I could sort of take out in a swing, maybe. So, dodging the werewolf, I'm going to attack the wolf next to me.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna roll the d20. That is a 16.
That is a hit.
Plus- Okay, excellent. And I have
Yep.
a great sword, which is 2d6. Looks like,
Okay.
based on my character sheets. So I'm going to roll 2 dice 6. Haha, that's an 11.
Nice. Nice roll.
And I'm going to actually queue up and no, that's the wrong one.
Oh!
Ouch.
You guys! What
Ah.
is this?
Okay,
Oh.
let's do this proper. There we go.
Ah,
All right.
you stepped on my foot.
Yeah, sorry about that. I stepped back to do the swing, and I sort of stepped on her
It's okay.
toes as
It's okay. I forgive you. I forgive you. Just kill the werewolf.
All right. Well, I hit the wolf for what was it? 11 plus
11. 3. What's your strength bonus?
My strength is 3. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
Wow.
14. Nice. All right, so you chop into the flank of the wolf.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. Boreas has cleaves apparently with his foot,
Nice, dude. Okay.
according to Sen Commander.
All right, so that really made him angry. He's growling, but he is bleeding, and you can see that. Yeah. All right. So at this point, let's see. It is now their turn. Okay. So the werewolf is going to.
That didn't kill the wolf.
No, that didn't.
Wow.
He's almost gone though.
He's bleeding heavily.
Yes, bleeding heavily. Let's see. In fact, he's kind of in a rage right now, so he will stay on target. The werewolf is going to attack you, Boris. Let's see.
Boris.
Now, let's hope that his bite doesn't hit, because lycanthropy.
Oh, shoot. 6.
Okay.
Well, no.
All right, so he lunges forward, and yeah, you dodge.
Hey.
But then he claws up at your face.
Ooh,
No.
Let's see. And
that's a 9.
misses. Damn, you're pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm light on my feet right now. Stepping all
Yeah,
over.
absolutely. All right, Hannah. Tishwa. Your turn.
I would like to headbutt the little guy
Okay.
with
Headbutt?
yeah. So
All right.
equivalent
Headbutt with your
to
shillelagh,
like
you mean?
well,
An arm strike.
yes, an unarmed strike.
All right. All right.
Doosh.
All right. So go ahead and roll. We'll say since you got horns, you can actually do some damage.
Okay.
Some serious damage.
Oh
Oh.
no. Oh no.
He's too
Oh,
low.
no.
He's too low to the ground. So. You
You
bend down and he just kind of like walks out of the way.
Wow.
Wow. Boris, what are you doing?
Right. Should we clear up some dice maybe?
Yeah, let's do that.
And Hannah, if you clear up yours as well.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
And there's one by the bush here in the back.
I can't seem to reach it with my arrow. Hang on.
All right. Well, that one is
Gotcha.
a permanent
Let's
fixture
nestle
now.
in the
it seems
bushes
like.
then. Some guy will come along and find it.
Yeah.
He'll be happy.
It's like
Yeah.
like collecting golf balls at a golf
Aha!
court.
Got it.
Okay, excellent.
Nice.
All right, so
nice.
I'm going to ignore the little one. Oh, actually, should I just finish up?
Finish him off.
I'm going to finish him.
Well,
I was surprised that he was able to get back up after the other one, and seeing how bloody he is, I'm just going to.
Well, he is quite a large wolf. Not your everyday run of the mill.
So I'm. Oh.
Nice.
Well, shouldn't I roll for it?
Yeah. You can still.
I'm just going to do that, and then getting a bit. What? Are you actually accepting it, or?
I am.
Oh, but just wait for me to finish rolling and stuff.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
It's getting a bit trigger happy.
It's very satisfying, that sound.
it is.
All right.
16,
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Nice.
and that was 2d6 once again,
You have redeemed me.
and that's 11 plus 3 once again, so 14.
Wow. Okay, that wolf is chopped in half.
We'll see the
Nice.
excellent effects when we kill things.
Yes, ready?
Ah.
And then he goes.
And then, yes, that's
Disappears.
the extent of it currently.
All right.
Can I keep him?
Hey, where you going?
I want this one.
You're leaving the battle. All right.
Can I keep him?
Well, that depends. We'll see.
Can you just come along? You can just watch.
Well, he's definitely watching, but he's watching from
Boris
behind a
sort
rock.
of sees Tishwa walking away from the battle and says, "What are you doing? Get back in here!"
Oh. Can we pick him up on the way back to the bar?
Well,
Maybe. I don't know if the
let's
bar will
focus,
accept him, but
let's
maybe.
focus on the battle at hand.
He could be of good use later. Come on.
I'm literally fighting off the werewolf with my hand now.
Okay, that's it. So the werewolf sees Hannah's distracted,
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
and he provokes an attack of opportunity from Johnny. So,
Aha! Ooh, well that didn't do
Okay.
much.
That didn't do much. Now Hannah, be prepared to be bit. Now you're going to be a half goat wolf woman.
Maybe.
No.
Let's see.
You'll
Will
get
you
all furry.
suffer the curse of lycanthropy?
Whoa!
No! Oh, man! Oh,
He's gonna turn himself
Okay,
into a double werewolf, like
Is
two-headed.
that all you got?
okay. So I'm gonna say he tries to bite you. You dodge out of the way. You manage to grab a hold of his tongue, and he bites his tongue real hard.
Wow, that's gotta suck.
And he takes let's see. Oh, off the mat. He takes 2 damage. All right, not much,
Okay.
but it still sucks.
Yeah, that sucks. He's gonna get
biting his
cactus and
tongue is
stuff
never
on his
fun.
tongue.
All right, but he has one more attack. He's gonna claw at you.
Another. Oh, jeez.
He gets 2 attacks. Woo!
Ooh,
Ah, what is this?
almost as bad.
It's not the DM's
So,
night, man.
yeah, it seems to have switched around from the previous.
Yeah.
It's probably why
terrible.
this stream is going so well.
Okay. So it is now, Tishwa, right?
I would like to try the horned goat headbutt again because I'm starting to regain some confidence.
Nice, man.
All right.
Nice.
They're really
Alright,
wanting to show who's boss.
Headbutt.
Yes,
go.
I'm feeling proud now.
12 plus.
Okay.
Well, I guess it's not plus anything really.
Do I get strength?
Well, hit. Hold, what? A second. Okay, it hits.
Oh!
Wow.
Yep, it
Yes.
hits. Werewolf
And
AC.
then
Yeah, I guess they're
Not as
big
high as I
targets.
thought it would be.
1 dice 4.
Yeah. Do it 1d4 plus
Okay.
2, because you got 2 horns. So right in his.
Oh, yes.
You're being
Two
generous.
dice 4?
Yeah, 1d4 plus 2.
1 d4.
Okay.
Plus,
Gotcha.
okay, plus 2, yeah. I'm happy.
Wow, that's.
Okay, 4 damage. You headbutt him.
Yes!
He didn't like that.
Oh, no.
But still, not enough to take down a werewolf. Let's see. Okay. All right, Boris, what do you got?
All right.
Show.
So I'm
show the
seeing
wolf what
this
you got.
display of overpowering this werewolf, and I figured I'd probably help out a bit. And I'm gonna queue up an attack,
Okay.
and gonna roll a d20 to attack, and that is a 9 plus 5.
Oh yeah,
so
hits.
14. It hits. Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well.
Ooh,
That needs to be louder, man. That sound effect.
But there's going to be more effects anyway, so that's a 2d6. Was that what I said it was? Yeah. So I'm gonna roll. that.
Yes, 2d6.
And that is now a 5 plus 3.
Okay, so all right, 5, 8 damage. All right, you swing. He tries to dodge, but as he does, you chop off a big part of one of his hand. So a bunch of fingers fly in the air, and he howls in pain. Let's see. Let's clean up some of
There we go.
this dice here, and all right, it is his turn. All right, he did not like that one bit. Going to bite you, and then come on, man! I want somebody to
Wait,
get.
who's he biting? Who's he biting?
You.
Oh, 17.
Yes, wolf, goat, woman. Somebody whooped. Somebody said that in the chat. That was funny. Okay, so you take 1d8 plus 2 damage. Alright, so 8 damage.
Okay.
And okay, you suffer from lycanthropy. I don't know exactly. I don't think you just turn into a spot. So I think maybe it festers, and it probably happens over days. So we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like he turned into his girlfriend and run away. So.
Aww.
But no, you still hate the guy, and you're not turning in. But yeah, you have been bit by the werewolf.
Okay. Ow!
Did I do a second attack yet, or did I just do one?
You just did the one.
Just did one.
Oh yeah, okay. So that was so. All right, so yeah, he's gonna claw at you now, Johnny, with his good
All right.
hand. Let's see. Ah! This is terrible. Okay. He claws at you, but with the stump hand. He forgot that you cut off most of it, and that hurt him a lot.
Yeah.
Ow.
Just hit.
So he's
bounces
biting
off my
himself,
armor.
and okay, so he takes another 2 damage.
Alrighty.
All right, so he's still up and going. It is now your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna cue another attack.
Okay.
How does he sort of look as far as beating?
He's looking pretty beat up right now, especially
right.
with his bitten tongue and his stub hand.
Ooh!
Ah!
Wow,
Okay,
these dice!
no.
I swear. I don't think
Good.
there's been any 20s so far, but quite a few ones.
So at this point, I'm gonna say you swing around, you miss, and you trip over, and now you are prone.
Oh, nice.
So he is going to get advantage on his next attack if he chooses to attack you. Of course he will. Okay.
We need to get
Hannah.
some prone effect in there. We seem to go
Yeah.
prone quite frequently. So.
Quite frequently, these dice, man, they're cursed. Okay, Tishwa, what are you doing? Tishwa?
She's still in here?
Oh my god, she's turning. She's turning into a werewolf right now. She's standing. This is
Yes,
happening a
I'm
lot.
back. What happened?
Oh, okay. It is your turn.
Did you just say that I turned into a werewolf?
Well, yeah, because you were silent. I thought you were kind of
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
you haven't turned yet.
No, I have not turned into a werewolf yet. Can I please do an animal friendship again?
But on the werewolf, I don't think it's gonna work.
No?
He has a wisdom. It dispels
Okay,
wolf.
fine. I wiggle my tail and I give him the cheesiest of lethal farts
Oh.
that make werewolves sleep. And
Okay,
Okay,
That's
so
not what it
basically you're
does.
gonna cast.
Woohoo!
What are you gonna cast? What is that?
That's a spell.
Yeah, right. It is a spell.
Yeah.
Gaseous something, right? What is that? What spell is
Gaseous glacius.
that? Yeah. Gaseous. All right.
Yeah! Hiya!
Oh, that's the 20.
Okay. All right. All right.
Smell
So-
this, my cheese later!
Okay. I'm not gonna say he takes any damage from that, but he loses his next turn, and
All right.
Oh,
you
wow.
have advantage.
Okay.
You have advantages
He's-
on all your next attack rolls for the
He's
next
stunned,
round.
basically.
He's
That's
stunned.
fair.
He's stunned by your insane
I'm happy.
gaseous flash. Yeah.
Nice one.
All right, Horse, count
Alright.
it down. You have
So I
you
need
have
to get up
advantage.
first, I guess?
You do. That costs you half your movement rate, I think. So
Okay,
you
well-
can still attack.
In that case, I'm going to queue up an attack. And I'm going to roll another 20. Please not be 1. It's a 7 plus a... 7 plus
Now-
5.
Okay, that is 12. You do hit, but you also did have advantage. Could have rolled.
Ah! Okay, well I did hit, right, so...
So
Actually, I want to just...
all right.
Okay.
Okay. Good
Yep.
say.
Alright, so I hit
Ah,
him, and
so-
I'm gonna roll 2d6.
All right.
And that's 6
Nice.
plus 5.
Okay.
So 11.
So at this point,
Wow. Well, I think.
It's gonna
he howls
queue-
into the air, and as he howls, you chop off his head, and it goes flying in the air. And the rest of his lungs kind of like
Laura.
kind of put out the rest of. And so at this point, when you turn around, the dire wolf is walking away
Oh, son of a
Ah.
bitch.
into
Funny.
the woods.
Ah!
But you can. Okay, fine. If you want, as a druid, why don't you do some animal? Give me an animal handling check. Is that? I don't have a character sheet on me, but I think it's animal handling,
Yeah, it's animal handling, which is wisdom.
which is wisdom.
Wisdom.
And I think you have a high wisdom. You must have like a +3 or 4. So,
Have. Yeah, because I'm so cheesefully wise.
all right, man. Do
Okay,
it.
fine. Wisdom. I am 16 wisdom.
So plus 3?
So
plus-
that's like a +3. All right.
Yeah,
so
plus
roll.
three,
Give me
plus
give me a DC. Just give me a DC of like 13. So you go up to the wolf and he's sniffing your hand right now. You're still somewhat unsure about. Okay, all right. So he starts licking it.
Oh! Oh yay!
All right, you have
Oh yay!
you now have a direwolf pet
Hello,
for the time being.
Boris. Look what I have for you.
Well,
You
hello.
have a new child.
Well,
And he doesn't. He seems somewhat skittish, but
Somewhat
you
skittish.
guys now walk on.
It's okay. It'll take time. He'll fit right in.
Okay.
whose die is it, by the way, just so we clean up a bit?
That is Tishwa's, I think.
Oh.
Cool.
Okay. So you are now. Oh yeah, and the peasant goes back into the village, and you guys continue your journey to the keep where the merchant was stolen to, and all, of course, all of the supplies.
Yeah,
let's
and
continue.
money.
Okay.
And money, of course, your pay. That's the most important thing.
Well, 1 copper. I mean, I did bring the drink with me, obviously.
Yes, that's true.
Sipping really small sips, just to keep the pay going as long as possible.
Okay. Let's see.
I see a crow. Oh,
Okay.
and there's a ghost.
All right.
Oh
So,
my.
um,
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, Boris. This is one of your things. Walk ahead.
so
in
the
the front.
the burial grounds stand
Please.
eerily bathed in a green hue, with earth reclaiming crumbling walls and stones. Upon entry, the air feels oddly charged with a small ball of light that can be seen in the center, pulsing and slowly growing into what appears to be a human-like form. And as you guys enter, you see this spirit kind of floating around the graveyard, kind of lost, seeming lost. He doesn't really pay attention to you at all, and doesn't really even notice your presence.
All right.
And you kind of hear him moaning something.
I whispered to Tishwa that maybe we should just ignore this fellow and keep going.
No, I disagree.
You disagree?
I think you should talk to him.
Well, I'm not afraid of no ghosts. I say,
Okay,
as I
you
shiver
step up
slightly. Oh,
and sorry about that. You step up and the ghost finally notices your presence.
well.
And
Hello
he
there.
says, "Who is it that steps on the grounds of Castle Morngoth?"
Well, I'm Boris, and this one behind me is Tishwa. How do you do?
Okay, so he's not doing very well. He starts to explain to you that he was once a priest here at the castle, and not too long ago, when the Count became more evil and maniacal, he killed off all of the priests, and essentially, this guy is at unrest right now, and he says he can't get to his bones, and he can't get to his old holy symbol. He wants to be able to move on, but he can't do that without the holy symbol and speaking and communing with his god one last time. But the problem with that is that in the chapel beyond, and as he says that, the door opens and you see this chapel open up. He says in the chapel beyond, his bones are buried there, and in front of his sarcophagus is this unholy symbol that the Count placed in front of there. So he can't really enter there anymore, and his minions guard it, and basically he wanted to torment this priest and just have him roam this graveyard for eternity. He says if you can destroy that unholy symbol, collect his from the sarcophagus, he will help you with whatever you're doing.
That sounds quite complicated for just following these guys. Where did you say this Count person is located?
He says the Count lies beyond. There's a door in the chapel that leads inside of the keep. Because now you are like, after you guys exit the forest, you are now kind of like at the keep. And to the side you saw a cemetery. I should have explained this. To the side you saw a cemetery. It goes to enter there.
I see.
And
Okay.
as you enter the cemetery, you actually see this ghost here, and he says he can help get you into the keep, if you help him, essentially.
Right.
So it's particularly difficult getting into this keep.
Nope.
Nope.
There should be a essentially right beyond. Do you see right now? Are you seeing the chapel and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he says within that chapel, if you can just collect his holy symbol, there's a sarcophagus of his in there, and he's unable to rest right now. His spirit's unable to rest. He's kind of doomed to roam this graveyard for eternity until. And he says if you can collect his holy symbol in there, because he can't enter there, because of another symbol that was put up by the Count.
Well done.
If you can just go in there and collect that symbol and essentially, show it to him so he can commune with his god, he will help you enter the keep.
So Boris sort of looks over the spirit's shoulder, even though you can sort of see through him, it's a bit blurry. And in the chapel, you can see there's undead, just a single
Yes.
one. And he sort of thinks to himself, well, this might be a trap. And he turns around and looks at Tishwa, says, well, what do you think? Should we trust this ghost?
I would like to take my new pet.
Oh,
and
of course.
I think there's only one way to find out. And in order to do that, I think we should toss the dog in first.
Wow.
And then we'll see what happens.
Okay. Well,
Sure.
He is
Alright.
my new friend, but he also has he's gonna eat me one day.
Oh.
Might as well.
okay.
You planned ahead.
A little bit.
Absolutely.
Yes, I sort of.
Wow.
And
Okay.
he's also
well,
really cute in a flower bib.
He's a little taken back by this, although he kind of likes what he's looking at. There's a lot of bones in there. So, but I'm gonna say roll an animal handling check and see if you can actually get him and coax him into going.
Smart.
What is his name, anyway?
Agree.
Oh, the spirit.
No, well, sure. I was
Oh.
thinking about the wolf here.
Oh yeah, she has to name the role. The priest name is Gaster,
Oh,
but you can
so
name the
almost
wolf.
Casper for the people who were asking.
The
Yeah.
wolf's name is Son of a Bitch.
Oh, really?
Son of a bitch. All right.
Okay.
Sob. We'll call him Sob. So,
Okay, Sob.
Sob, you put him. So go ahead and. What did you roll? You rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Oh God, no.
I know.
He sits down.
Oh no. Oh no. We can't send the son of a bitch in there.
The SOB.
Alright. Could I do a spell where I can
Do I?
I'd like to transform into a bird, which
You're
flies
not
under the
high
ghost's
enough-
head.
Yeah, you're not high enough level to transform into something flying right
Oh, not yet?
now. Not
Okay.
yet.
A question though. Do I need
Yeah.
to have proficiency in animal handling to try it?
No, I don't think so.
All right. In that case,
Could-
I'm going
No,
to try
you just
a.
don't get like the plus, the bonuses, all the bonuses. But you can try it. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
still get like my wisdom, right? So which is +3.
Yep. Slap
Alright.
him with the butt of your sword, the flat of your sword.
Yeah. So
Get in there.
seeing that Tishro is having some issues getting him to go in
Alright.
there, I sort of
Oh,
take out my
hand.
sword and use the flat side and just sort of tapping on the bum.
All right.
Come
So his tail's between his legs, and he kind of whips it, and he starts to inch his way up. And as he enters, he runs right back out.
Aw.
All right. So there's something
That's
in there for
pretty
sure.
cute. Okay, in that case, I want to keep the little thing because that was adorable, and
Okay.
now I'm starting to have
Alright.
some feelings for
Boris
this little
just
thing.
makes a sort of
Just
grunting
hang
sound and
there.
starts walking in here now.
Okay.
Oh,
So
it's floating.
as you walk in, you noticed some shambling
Oh shoot.
zombies and there are a few skeletons. And at the top of the little platform up above, you see what looks like a weird crystal ball glowing some sort of like evil purple. That must be the
I'm not seeing
symbol
that
or whatever
one.
the thing. Oh, you're not? You're not seeing that?
That's another bug.
Oh,
But Boris
okay.
runs out again.
I'm gonna say this. You see something right here that looks like a strange symbol. Are you seeing the flashlight?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you're seeing there. Okay. And are you... Okay, so yeah. So you run back out?
Yeah, no, I came back in again.
Okay. So at this point, these are... You've fought the undead before as a priest, and you're pretty confident you can take these guys out. They are low level.
So don't I have anything like a turn on dead?
Absolutely, man.
Do I though? I'm just looking.
Yeah, as a cleric, you should have turn on dead. You
thought so.
can use turn on dead.
But I don't seem to have that. Protect from evil. That's the thing. I have light, spare the dying, and resistance as cantrips. Yeah, bless, cure wounds, protect from evil, and inflict wounds as first level spells.
Well, the thing is, I think you can use your holy symbol to turn undead, and I think the thing is that you just make each undead that you can see. It's turn for 1 minute until it takes damage. Okay, so yeah, you can use turn undead, and these guys just have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so how do I do? Do I sort of do the whole room, or is it just 1 and 1 sort of?
It's actually going to be 30 feet, anything 30
1,
feet from
2,
you. So
3,
1,
4,
2,
5.
5, yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20. This guy, okay, so this guy would be affected. This guy, if
Okay.
you stayed there and did it.
Should we roll for initiative first, maybe?
Yep,
All right.
let's do that.
Okay.
Do you want to request
Okay.
that from both? Just trying that. Or?
Yeah, let's try that. Let's try, yeah, let's just do this. I'm going to request roll both of you, Hannah and Johnny. T20.
We're going to show some of the Dungeon Master stuff afterwards, by the way. So.
Got it.
Okay,
Wow.
cool.
No, that was a terrible roll. And that was not much better.
No, it wasn't.
Okay,
All right.
Okay, so- skeletons go first. All right. These two kind of stay up. The ones on the dais kind of stay there. They're not really doing anything. This guy will shoot at you, but these three right here start to shamble, make their way towards you. This guy's gonna swing his rusty scimitar at you, Tishwa, and misses. This guy is going to make his way down to you, Boris, and same with this guy, and they will both attack you, one each. Let's see. First one.
16.
Hits for Boosh. 6 damage.
6 damage.
Yep.
11.
And the second one. Ooh, I saw a 20 there. Misses.
Yeah, okay. There's a bit of a...
I guess they didn't see us coming.
I guess not.
Okay. Who got the higher roll of you two? I think it was Tishwa, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, your dog's here too. I'm gonna say that he came in with you.
Also,
So
Yay.
he's gonna attack with you. So on your attack, he'll attack as well. And I'll
Sounds
control him.
great.
Okay.
Alright.
All right. So do your thing.
I'm gonna do a helicopter with my staff.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
Alright. Yeah.
The wolf is low enough that he'll probably just auto.
Alright. Yeah, I kind of figured the wolf.
So I'll mention it
wouldn't-
again, that we'll be checking out the Dungeon Master tools shortly after we're done playing this module. The module should... Okay, we're actually
It's
been
gonna be
playing for an
the
hour
module's
now,
almost.
I think I got
okay,
a
so you
9.
hit the zombie.
Plus,
Actually,
wait, I
no,
got a-
because of your.
Nope. Wait. I got a 9 plus 5.
Okay, yeah, you hit. You hit
Okay,
the
good.
You hit both.
Thanks.
So do some damage, 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability,
Okay.
which I think if your wisdom spellcasting ability I think is going to be 5.
2 plus 5.
Okay, 7 damage. So the zombie, you cave in his skull.
Yes.
And the skeleton, you
killed
his
me as well, I
ribcage
think.
into bits, and he crumbles to the ground.
Oh my god, you killed me
gosh.
too.
What? Oh gosh. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. I did not mean to do that. Let me bring you back to life here.
Shout out to Honest Dan Games, by the way. I've been checking out his stream a lot. I'm here.
Let's see.
Yay!
Are you back?
Yep.
I am not back. No.
Okay, hold on one second.
So what happened?
There.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Did you actually click on them, or did they just leave with them?
Nope. 1 second.
So the game might explode right now. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I still have controls. That's good. That's good.
Okay, Hannah, you should have control of Tishwa now.
I do.
Okay, you guys are back.
Yes.
Everything's good?
We
Okay.
I think so.
Cool, man. All right, so those two have taken care of. The wolf, I'm gonna say, jumps between you and Boris and makes an attack. Let's see. Goes to bite the zombie. Oh, nice! Right off the killer. That was cool. And misses. Okay, Boris, your turn.
Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to just.
Okay.
Well, there's hardly anyone in here now for my turn undead. I'm just gonna.
Well, you can move forward and get these guys
That's
on
true.
the.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. Let's see.
Boris, you run
1,
forward,
2, 3,
and
4.
I'll take
I
care
think I
of
can
this
go
guy.
about here,
Yep.
and then I'm going to turn undead, and that was rolling what?
Nothing. I have to roll it with some saving throw
Yes,
for both
yes,
of them.
that's right.
And they have low wisdom because they're stupid scale. Oh, but okay. So one. Okay. So this guy right here, the archer, kind of like, ugh. He turns around and he starts like trying to run away, but he turns away from you and he just is not doing anything.
Lovely.
This guy is completely unaffected and starts walking down.
All right.
And at that point, he does attack you with a spear. So, let's see. Okay. And 8 misses. All right. Tishwa, your turn. You have
I'm
a zombie
just...
by the door here.
Yeah,
and-
that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
I'll just headbutt him.
All right. Goat butt.
Yeah.
Well.
Woo. Okay. That's a
That's a miss.
+3. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So the wolf, your wolf. Let's see. Wolf gets a plus. I think he gets a plus. Die wolves or just a plus? Yeah, plus. Wow, plus 5. So that hits.
Nice.
And he does 2d6 damage. Let's see.
Yay.
7. You know what? That's enough. He chomps through his side and kind of breaks him down there, and then he just begins eating the zombie. It's gross, but he likes it. Okay.
Aw, he needs to eat eventually. Come on, guys.
Absolutely. Well, yeah. Boris, your turn.
Alrighty. I'm going to just attack the one who's
Good boy. Good boy. Good job.
with
Good
the
job,
spear.
Yeah.
We'll queue up an attack,
Okay.
and I'm going to roll a d20, and that's a 17.
Nice.
So
Excellent.
with that, I'm
Ah.
going to
Oh, what do we got?
11 plus.
Damn, dude, you keep rolling 11s on your.
Yeah,
That's really good.
plus 5.
Okay, yeah. You basically just like an overhead
plus
chop,
3, sorry.
and it goes.
Yep.
It goes right into his helmet, and the helmet just goes all the way down to the ground, and on its way, just exploding bones just fly out everywhere, and he's
Yeah.
dust.
Nice.
Okay, so this one is still this guy is still kind of turned right now. If and anybody who makes an attack against him is going to have an advantage, I would say. So if you want to, otherwise you can just kind of leave him that way. Now you see here there is a strange, looks almost like a phylactery, but it's not. Like I said, it like a crystal ball. Kind of looks like a strange crystal ball thing, and it's swirling, and there's some weird stuff in it. And you remember the ghost telling you if you can destroy that, you then and then open up his sarcophagus and retrieve his. He'll help you out.
Okay. Let's help
Boris,
yes.
how do you feel about destroying a symbol before we know what it is?
Okay. Boris walks up to the symbol, sort of looks at it, and does maybe a history check, or
Sure.
Yeah, I think that feels good.
so that is that's an 8.
Okay. Yeah, you look at it and you remember like seeing something like in your tombs and like in your learnings and your teachings and stuff. But you really can't recall too much detail on it. But you definitely know that it is a symbol of some evil deity, some sort of
Do I know how to destroy it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you just at this point, you could probably just like pray to who is your god, by the way? Are you one of those?
I am. Let's see. That is a very good question.
And we could say that you could commune with your god for a moment and just kind of seek wisdom.
Yeah, so I'm not seeing that currently on the sheet.
Okay, so that's all right. So what we'll say is just that you commune with God for about a minute.
I think that might be because Boris previously was a character, or still is, I guess, who's still looking for his god.
Oh, that's right. That's your history.
Yeah, because his god is dead, type of thing. But he still has some connection to him, so that's he's just unable to find him.
So at this point, just give me a wisdom roll.
Okay.
So maybe Boris is the only one that can actually break it?
That is a
15, absolutely.
So yeah, that's an 18. Yeah.
Just cast like protection from evil, and use up 2 of your spells. Protection from evil, and then like cure light wound, and then just break it with your own holy symbol.
All right, so I do that.
Okay, and it smashes in this kind of wave of dark energy, kind of gets out. This skeleton right beside you kind of explodes. No, doesn't explode, just falls down into a pile of bones as that happens.
Oh, nice.
Tishwa, make a dexterity check real quick, just to make sure you don't get thrown to the ground. I mean... Actually, I'll request one from you. Oh, okay, you got it. All right, you get thrown to the ground, no big deal.
Okay.
All right, Boris, you open the sarcophagus, or do you want to? Okay, here we go. And inside you see, indeed, the body of an old priest. It is rotting, of course, but you see robes and a holy symbol kind of like resting where his arms are folded over, underneath the hands, kind of clutched there.
All right. Could you describe that again? Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, you just see the holy there, like.
Yeah, sorry. I was sort of blacked out there slightly as there's some chat going on, but sorry. He's just laying
totally
there,
fine.
and
Okay,
now we can enter.
I'm gonna even say this. You know what? Hey, you turn around and the ghost is like looking at his own body, and he's like, "Oh, thank you so much," and he's now able to commune with his god and pass on. But before he does, he's going to help you guys get into the keep.
Wonderful.
And lead the way through a tangle of corridors and show you the right way and essentially like lead you to the Count. His name is Demure von Dragoslav, and he's going to direct you all the way to the keep, to the top floor where this Dragoslav is, and this way you can avoid going through a Castlevania, Ravenloft-esque type adventure. Castlevania adventure would be awesome.
Yeah.
let us load. As you make your way through the castle, he leads you through dark corridors, and finally, after what seems like forever, you get to a set of stairs. Let's see. Okay. All right.
I guess I left some dice. They're now a
Oh,
permanent
you left some
fixture.
dice?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's all right. Johnny. Anna.
Hey.
Okay. At this point, all right. You have made your way up to, and as you near the top of this place, the light, it's a strange magic, evil magic. You feel it, kind of palpable. It drains life itself, and you see that the color of life is being drained, and the only thing that kind of cuts through is red. And as you reach up to the top of this floor, you see the spirit leading you. He says, "Okay, beyond this door is the count. I suspect your belongings and everything else is behind there as well." And as he says that, these creatures you hear the stone crumbling, and these creatures start to come to life. But he quickly says, "Okay, quickly, door. I will pacify his creatures here." And you see them kind of freeze and agitated. So he is kind of holding them at bay.
Ah! All right. Boris,
Let's go.
knock down that door.
I kick at the door.
Okay. Make a strength check real quick.
All right. It's a really red die. 12.
12.
Plus,
Excellent. All right, that does it.
3. Hey.
All right, so as you enter, you see a group of goblins,
I walk in.
and they are not happy to see you.
Oh shit.
Okay. Essentially, you see some of them are just mowing on some of the feast that was stolen, that you guys delivered. Some of them are like puppies at a food bowl. They don't even care that you're there. And some do notice you though, and screech.
Jason,
Yes,
can we turn down the music a bit?
absolutely. Is that good?
A little more.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
It could even be a little bit higher. I just really want to hear what your intro is on this stuff, you know. The
Okay.
music was perfect before, but I just couldn't hear it this time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So at this point, you see a bunch of goblins kind of surrounding these very large, ornate tables that Hannah made. They're very good. And in the corner there, I don't know if you guys, and one of them starts running back. One of them continues its feast. He doesn't care. And let's see. You chase them. Let's just say you chase these guys back here as you enter. Can you see the entirety of the place now?
I think so.
Now I can. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So the goblins shriek, "Ah, master, master!" And one is starting to bang on this coffin that you see in the background. Johnny, you're now next to one that is eating a pie, it looks like, and he doesn't care that you're right there. And you see this guy kind of point at you. "You're not supposed to be here." All right. So at this point, let's roll initiative.
Alrighty. I noticed is there supposed to be a lot of food on the tables?
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Okay.
Ugh,
That's
all right.
fine.
That's okay. We know what we'll do. I don't know if you want to go into Dungeon Master mode real quick and show, or I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, we can do that after this.
Afterwards.
Yeah, before
Okay.
the last scene.
All right. Let's see. 20, please. I'm gonna request
Yeah, initiative. That's right. Throw
initiative
it on
for
the
you
table.
guys. Oh, nice. On top of the chair. Excellent.
Oh.
Okay. Hannah, initiative.
Ah, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Need to work on our colliders, I think. On the dice colliders.
All right, so 14. Okay, 19, 14.
Oh, I got 19 on initiative. That's excellent.
Yeah, you did.
And
Boris.
+1 as well, so 20.
Wow.
Damn.
Holy.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Do I have any pluses on my initiative?
think you-
I have plus
look at
2.
Yeah.
+2. All right, so you got a 16, right?
16. Yeah, 16.
And let's see, the goblins.
Ouch.
All right. Okay, so it goes Boris, goblins, and then Tishwa.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Boris, what are you gonna do?
Okay, so the guy to my right is not paying attention.
No, he's like just eating this what looks like a large apple.
Okay, I'm gonna
Wait,
run.
can I, Tishwa is having some milking problems. She hasn't milked in like
Okay.
12 hours, so she's just gonna milk in the corner and then come back.
Okay,
All right.
Thanks.
gotcha.
That's
That's a good way of saying I gotta pee.
all right.
All right.
I'm gonna run up to the one that has a robe and with a staff,
Okay.
because it sort of seems like he's sparking out with something.
Yeah, he's barking out orders, and he's actually cast the sort of weird electricity kind of like.
Right. So I'm gonna just queue up an attack on him,
Alrighty.
and his name is Blix apparently.
Wow.
And that's a.
All right, that definitely hits.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna just do 2d6,
Looks.
and that's a 6 plus 3,
Okay, that
so 9.
poor Blix. Never stood a chance.
Which I didn't
okay,
know
so
his
you
name
kill-
now.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh,
he didn't go through with it. I wonder what's going to happen. Okay, hopefully.
nothing. I just exited out.
Okay,
Oops.
cool. That was a
I
good
just
call.
exited out. Okay, well that's good to know. All right, so this guy comes up. He is he's holding 2 daggers, and he's going to try to stab you, and misses. This dude is not doing anything. Tish was away, so I'm going to play for her right now. The wolf is going to attack this guy eating the pie.
Does he get an advantage on the fact that he's not paying attention?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, wow. Okay,
Nice.
good.
I'm
And that is 2.
Welcome
Oh,
back.
wow. Okay, so your wolf is, I think, killing a goblin right now.
Oh, nice.
All right, yeah, he definitely does. And so the wolf is now eating goblin. Okay.
Well, he doesn't have to eat that much, but I guess, you know, sure.
This one. Now you see one goblin trying to stab at Johnny. Boris,
Did Boris kill the other
He
coded?
did. There was
goblin?
a caster, and he was about to cast a spell.
Yeah, it
at
was
you
poor
guys.
Blix. His name was
Fantastic.
Blix. I should have
It was
asked him
poor
first.
Boris, can I send you a flatulent fart of
Oh
love?
god. I might be in the crossfire of that one.
He might be. You might not want to
Anyways,
send.
Tish was impressed. Good job.
All right. So it is your turn, actually, Tishwa. So you can do
Okay.
something.
I would like to. Oh. I would like to use my hooves and just step on his feet.
Okay.
Step on his feet.
Yeah. Thank you, thank you.
All right.
16 plus.
Hits. So roll
Woo.
roll 1d
1d what?
1d4.
Yep.
Okay. So you basically crush one of his goblin feet. And he.
Wait, do I get any plus on that?
Do you have a strength bonus? Oh yeah, you have a +1.
Plus 1. Oh,
Okay.
4.
So that is 4 damage. All right. So that does not kill him, but it really does incapacitate him.
Oh, okay.
At this point, you see this guy. You see this guy up at the coffin, jumping on it now, trying to awaken his master.
Oh,
he keeps,
no.
Master, get up! And finally, he does. And out comes the Count. All right.
Yeah.
And he basically says, "You guys are dead." Yeah.
Blah, blah.
Oh boy, really? Yeah. All right.
Alright.
Yeah, lots of planning for this module. There was more game development module.
Yeah. It seems like Honest Dan has turned against us
Yeah.
in the shop.
So let's see. Okay.
I don't know, Boris. I think we could take this guy on.
All right, let's clear off the guy in front of us here. So,
Okay, go
Alright.
ahead.
yeah. So, whose turn is it?
It's your
Boris.
turn, Mr. Boris.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna see 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, he's gonna get an attack of opportunity. Is he sort of stunned or something, or is he fine? The guy in front of us.
Oh no, I just like demolished him with my hooves, but he still has a bit left. I could probably take him on if you keep going
Yeah,
forward.
I'm just thinking about the attack of opportunity, or if he's sort of
Oh.
occupied.
No, he's somewhat prone right now, and he's gonna have a
Yeah, I'm just gonna move and attack him
Okay.
straight. So I'm just doing like this combat scream as I charge towards
Nice.
the count, and I queue up an attack.
Okay, I think your clerical domain. You have one. I think you're like if I remember correctly, you belong to the war domain.
Yes, that's correct. Actually,
So, I think you have a. Okay, so you have bonus proficiency. You have a guided strike.
Like
So
guided
starting at
strike.
second level, you can use your channel divinity to strike with supernatural accuracy. When you make an attack roll, you can use your channel. Oh, you get okay. You basically get a plus 10 bonus to the roll. Holy crap!
What? Well, I'm gonna use
Yeah.
that if that's the case.
All right. All right, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna roll roll
Yeah,
a plus.
let's see it. Let's see it.
6 plus 10.
Okay,
plus-
wow, good thing you did.
Yeah.
You definitely.
Ooh. And that is a 2 dice 6. Okay, so 4 plus 3.
Okay. 4 plus 3, 7. All right. All right, cool. Hannah, it is your turn.
I'm going to sucker punch the goblin in front of me.
Okay. Just to cut you. I mean, yeah, you're probably good, but you could do more damage with your staff.
Yeah, okay, you're absolutely right. Thank you. I will use my staff.
Just say.
No, that's good. That's good. Wah. Okay, happy I used my staff. So.
All right, that's okay.
Well-
You have your wolf buddy here. He's going to.
How much plus
he's
do you
gonna
have
make
to
an
your attack, by the way? I guess it doesn't really matter.
I have, with my quarterstaff, I have plus 5 and plus
Oh wait,
3.
he's prone. Roll again, because you got advantage.
No, but wait, I have plus 5 and plus 3 on the staff. Does that not hit? No, it doesn't hit. Okay.
Yeah, that actually does hit.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Ah,
Holy crap.
woohoo.
Kidding me? Well, no, he's prone anyways. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. 4?
Actually, for your staff, it's gonna be 1d8 plus 5.
Okay. I'm gonna roll them both because I pressed the button too late.
That's all right. All right, we'll take it. We'll take it. Essentially, you kill this thing anyway. Down on the
Ah,
reeling from the hoof damage.
thank you. Thank you.
All right, so the wolf comes up and attacks the goblin. So let's see. All right, that is a hit, and he does 2d6 damage. Oh, what do you got? All right, that's enough to take him out. Again, feasting on goblin.
Nice. Good thing
All
you
right,
brought that
now-
guy. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. He's been doing good.
I
Let's see.
I look over to the merchant, who's apparently in the corner here.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's cowering and he's somewhat beaten up and he's tied up, along with the rest of the delivery that you guys were. And as you can see, it must be a magic merchant cart because wow, it fit a lot.
Good point. That's nice.
That's nice. Yeah.
So at this point, okay, here we go. Oh, wait. So you're suffering from lycanthropy. You may be
no.
suffering from vampirism. We'll see.
Oh, nice. Okay. Will be quite a dynamic
He's
duo.
going to start with a bite. He's trying to clutch you and power your way out of it. And as you do,
I have a lot of fur to get through.
as you power your, yes, exactly. He claws at you with these really. Can snag that D20. Get over here. There you go.
Ooh,
Oh, that was
better.
yeah. So that is going to be 1d6. Oh no, 2d4 plus. So, whoop. Let's see what we got.
4.
All right, 7 damage, Boris. I think you're pretty much hurting by now.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay.
Still got a grin on my face.
Nice. Okay. It is now your turn, Boris.
All right, I'm just gonna sort of brush it off and queue up an attack.
Okay.
So I put my sword well over my shoulder and going to use some momentum to slice his throat.
Nice.
That's the idea. I guess I got a bit too fancy.
Oh no!
Dang.
Just put it on my
Alright,
shoulder and left it there.
Ah,
One
Boris!
second. Okay, you can. Okay, when you use your action as an action, you can actually make one weapon attack as a bonus action as a war priest. So you can make another attack as long as yeah. So go ahead.
As long as I haven't moved, is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, I'll take it. Well, not much, but a 9 plus 5. 14.
Okay, that. Ah man, just barely misses.
Oh god, it was a nice. It was a nice. It was a nice fancy slice, but it missed. He dodges.
He's a very quick vampire,
Yep.
shifting here and there. Tishwa.
Can I collect some silver from the stuff that was in the trolley?
Yeah. You see the 3 crates next to you over here. Some of them were filled with some sort of silverware, fancy
Yes.
silverware for.
Can I? I'm just going to have to shove
You're holding a
some
big
silver.
like what looks like it's basically a big spork right now. So there is some
Big
Nice.
fork.
big spork.
I don't know much about vampires, so can I just shove it down his throat?
You can try.
Well, that's probably going to be more efficient anyway.
So I jump up in the air and I swing my arm up and I bite.
Okay.
Spork down the
go
throat
ahead
of the
and make it.
vampire. That's awesome.
Yes. Come on, roll a 20, please. Ah. All right. That's too bad.
Wait, I have +5 and +3.
Still misses.
Ouch.
You're gonna need a 15 or better to hit this guy.
Ooh.
Can I roll the silver over to Boris just in case?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Boris, here.
Okay. Boris takes the silver.
The wolf wants to take a bite out of this guy though. So he is behind, and let's see, +5. Ah man. Oh boy. Okay, so it is. Oh, I got rid of a light. It is the vampire's turn. So he is not a very powerful vampire. He is more of a vampire spawn. So he doesn't have too much, but he. Johnny, why don't you make a wisdom saving throw? You see him cast a spell real quick.
Alright. That would be a... so when doing the saving throws, okay, that's +3, so
Okay.
11.
Okay. I'll say, yeah. You kind of power through. He was trying to get into your mind, and as you kind of power out of it, and he sees that you kind of are too wise for his shenanigans. He gets angry and he claws at you. Let's see.
Oh no.
The claws.
Yep, one claw and
Alright.
misses. It just bang. Again, it just kind of goes.
It's grooming my fur at this point.
Yeah, he's grooming at this point.
Yeah. Alright.
All right.
So I was
So-
given some silver.
Yes.
And,
a silver spork.
Yes, I'm not entirely sure how much Boris knows about werewolves and vampires.
Mm-hmm.
What can I roll something to sort of? What would I roll for that?
I would say just a lore check.
Just lore.
Yeah.
What is lore now? Because I don't think lore is here anymore, is it?
Oh, really? Oh, just a wisdom then.
Alright, I'm gonna do a wisdom. Gonna roll this one again. So that's +3. So do I know things, is what I'm asking.
Yeah, silver will hurt the guy.
Well, will it though? That's what I'm asking.
No, okay, fine. In D&D, no. I don't think...
Yeah.
I don't...
So what I
silver-
do, what I end up doing
fine.
is that I'm pocketing this spork.
Thief!
I'm pocketing this spork for in case I have to deal with werewolves in the future,
Okay.
and there is a
Nice.
chance of that, obviously. So
I
Right.
don't think there was any... I'm looking up real quick to see if there is any kind of weakness.
because I know in most sort of things there tends to be a silver weakness with werewolves, but I'm not sure if that's
Yeah,
it.
they're not vampires, right? No. Okay.
So I pocket the silver,
Okay,
and then
great.
I use my that I do that as a free action, I guess, and then I
Nice.
do an attack. So
All right.
and I'm going to 15 plus
Yeah, hit.
5,
Nice.
and then
Hey,
2d6. Whoa, and that was a 4 plus 3.
Okay. Chopping him up. You hit him pretty well there. All right. Tishwa. I'm gonna roll for the wolf real quick.
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right. Come on, Wolfie. Oh, I saw. Oh, nice. Okay.
His name is son of a bitch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
son
the
of a bitch.
SOB
Nice, you
has
son of a bitch.
has
Let's do this.
has been
6.
really helpful. Extremely helpful.
9 damage. All right. Wow. Okay, so he's latching on back now. He's not doing too well.
Oh no.
So, Tishwa, go ahead and do something.
Ah. I'm gonna. I'm gonna fart in his face.
All right.
Alright.
Gaseous
Knock the
cloud.
guy out.
Yes. Gaseous glacius.
Yeah, gaseous please. So man.
Oh god.
Oh, fuck.
We gotta make a spell just for this druid.
Yeah.
Came out
But,
more
you
like
know,
a
there's
burp,
prob-
it seems like.
Yeah.
Okay, I used all it up the last time, and I also just milked. So please don't embarrass me. I'm gonna have a better fart next time.
All right. I will allow you to attack with your staff. I
Oh
will
really?
allow that. Yeah.
Oh thank you.
Fart's a bonus action.
Aw, thanks.
Oh, nice.
Woo!
Okay. Good. Very good.
Yay.
All right. So you're gonna roll 1d8 for that.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I was so ecstatic about my roll. I just like
7.
Okay. So 1d8 for that.
7
All right. So
plus-
now. he
7
is-
plus
all
5
right,
plus
you
3.
Whack him across the face and kind of crack one of his cheekbones.
Whoa.
You see one of his big teeth, kind of a Nosferatu teeth. That one of them's missing now.
Wow. Oh my god, I get to keep it. Dibs.
All right, yeah, you see it on the ground. With that, he turns to you and tries to bite you with
Oh.
the tooth. He's like, "I'll get you."
Oh
It
no.
might turn into a. What is
Kind of
it?
whistles. Oh,
What would a combination of a vampire and a werewolf be? And a goat.
Oh yeah.
what's your armor class?
Sorry?
What's your armor class?
Your AC.
Sorry. 13.
AC? 13? Alright, so he hits you with his teeth.
Ouch.
Oh boy. Wow, dude, yeah.
Oopsies. I'm attacking Boris.
You're gonna
Sorry.
become
Does anyone in
a-
chat know what happens if a vampire bites a werewolf?
let's see.
Sorry.
So,
Boris. Ow!
Oh,
Oh
man.
my god, he's hurting me.
All right.
Ah.
So you take what's this? 10 damage,
Oh god.
Tishwa, and you have a big wound in your shoulder, a big puncture wound, and it's
Ah.
kind of pouring out blood as you
You
rip away from it.
douche.
And let's see.
I look
It
at
is
Boris and I blink
now-
my eyes beautifully.
Yeah.
Save me.
So I guess it would be Boris's turn next.
Yes, that is Boris' turn.
All right.
Um,
So he sees what happens here, and I was going to say that he goes into a barbarian rage, but obviously he's a cleric, so he just goes into a regular rage, which does nothing.
Okay.
And he tries to attack the vampire lord, or what was his name again? Sorry.
Demir von Dragoslav.
Right. So Mr. Slav.
nice.
I don't know.
Whoa.
Dragoslav.
I am Dragoslav.
So that was a
Nice.
12 plus 5.
Yes, hit. It's
There we go.
Ah.
And then
right through his ribcage. You just thrust.
and
Wow, look at that 3. Dancing 3.
that's a dancing 3.
Boom, boom, chicka, boom, boom.
That is-
And it's
Alright.
settled.
That is.
Yeah,
Like-
as soon as we noticed it, he got embarrassed. Okay.
So
Alright,
that's
so
3
now your
plus
sword
3,
is
so
stuck
9.
through his side. Huh?
9.
Yep, 9 damage. Your sword is stuck into his side right now. Tishwa, actually, as your sword is stuck into his side, the wolf jumps on his back and tries to
Ow. Ow.
bite at the back of his head.
I'm stuck.
14.
I think dancing
Yes.
with Lod
Oh,
here.
no, he
Ah,
is.
there
Yeah,
you
you dancing.
Thanks.
So actually, no, the wolf hits and does 8, 11. Oh wow! All right, so this
Yeah.
vampire is hurting big time. And Tishwa, for the final blow, let's see it happen.
I do mind control and suck on Boris's hair on the top of his head, and I mind control him to give
He's
this
losing it, man.
vampire a
Lycanthropy
punch.
Okay, lycanthropy is taking over.
What?
Boris,
Yeah.
she does the mind control thing, and now with your
Yes.
gauntleted fist, you can give the vampire a good night kiss.
Okay. So I guess I have no choice. So
You
a
know,
5
go suck
plus,
on hair.
well, strength I
Yeah.
get, so 5 plus
I'll say
3.
you have advantage.
Okay.
The goat, the psychic goat.
Okay, 15
Thank
plus
you.
3.
All right, and that knocks him down to the ground, and you kick him away from your sword.
Yeah, and queuing up an attack, there we go.
The wolf is still on top of him, and he's having a feast now of vampire.
Yes. Oh no!
Um,
Can he eat vampire and not become a vampire?
Ooh, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Ask the audience.
Well, they're already saying...
they know more than we do. you know?
Yeah,
It's like-
they're already saying that it's going to result in a lot of bad movies and books. As well as either Twilight 3 or... Wasn't there
Oh, no.
3? Wasn't there 3 Twilight movies? I don't know. I
Johnny,
haven't
you
seen
better
it
not
either.
know that. No.
Or, finally, obviously, another Underworld, which it's going to be anyway, so why not here?
Ooh,
probably.
hey, I like that bad movie series.
Yeah.
No, man. Yeah.
Underworld?
Yeah.
That's
So
all good. I
awesome.
liked it, man. I liked it.
Ridiculous.
So
But
yeah,
it's
you guys.
So I punch-
The vampire is now,
I punch the dude.
and he's down, and he's bleeding out, and he just kind of falls unconscious. You guys chop off his head.
Yay!
There's some treasure in here.
I still have Boris's hair in my mouth. Please.
Nice.
I run right to
Okay.
the treasure.
Nom,
All right.
nom, nom, nom,
So in the
nom.
treasure chest, you find. Well, let's see. Let's roll 2d10 for that. Leading 10 will be on the left. You find 81 gold pieces.
Ooh.
You find. Let's see. 2 rare gems.
Well, nice.
And I don't know, some other stuff.
Some
Some cool
things.
stuff. Man.
I
You got a
put
new
some
assistant.
stuff. I put some stuff
Yeah.
in my pockets and then...
Some books
Yes.
and some other things.
Yes.
All All right.
Awesome.
So
I don't have any pockets.
trust me, I'm not this bad of a DM. I just really, I'm
What are you
actually
talking
pretty
about?
good when
This is awesome.
Well, I do actually do pretty good when I plan.
This is fun.
All right. So the
We're just
merchant
having
now.
fun.
right now. So.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're just
I'm having fun.
So you guys untie the merchant, and he's like, oh. Basically says that when he was putting his paperwork together, there were some goblins who were carrying off some pumpkins, and they decided to carry him off as well with stuff. So it was these guys, the count, that stole their feast, their harvest, and these goods. So let's make our way back to the inn and see how everybody's doing.
Can I just show how this room is supposed to look first?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man.
So I'm gonna just jump into Dungeon Master mode real quick, just because
Okay.
there were some things that weren't loading. So
Because that's
there's a
something you
ton
can
of-
do in this game is transfer over Dungeon Master.
Yes, so
mode.
now I'm currently Dungeon Mastering, and you can see all of the stuff that's placed.
Did you see that?
So that makes
There's
sense.
magic.
Oh, that's a lovely looking pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie?
Yeah,
Ooh.
Johnny in his quest for pumpkin pie.
Oh yes.
Dude, I've been on a quest for
Yeah.
pumpkin pie lately too. All I can find is squash. I know squash pie.
Really? Okay, I've
You
never had
can't
squash.
stop there. You guys
Dude,
have to
squash
make
pie. Well, you and I will talk offline about that. So let's go back to the tavern where everybody is happy, and
I'm gonna go back
things
out
are-
to player mode for now.
Yeah, I may as well go back out to play mode for right now.
Yeah, I do. Oh, there's some dancing dice right now.
Hey,
Let's
that
see.
looks interesting.
Let's see.
So let's zoom
I
in on
think
this
that's
one.
the. Yeah, don't you think that's the one that Jason was saying was moving before until we looked at it?
Maybe it's like a quantum die. Well,
Yeah.
there's quite a lot of dice. We need to make a sort of a automated way of cleaning these up when stuff happens.
Yeah,
And-
absolutely.
yeah. That's like
All right, so I'm just gonna load you guys up real quick, and I will make the changes as we are. Let's see.
Tishwa stops
Anna?
eating Boris's hair.
well then.
Johnny.
Well, these goats do that. They find clothing and hair, and they're just like, nah.
It's not very festive, but now.
Ooh.
Okay. Let me just lay down some stuff here. You come back to the tavern. All right, some right there. Some right there. All right. And so as you can see, putting these things out, making like, a scene is pretty quick. Okay. So, essentially you guys saved the day. Everybody is feasting. People are happy. And that concludes
Yay!
the Blood Harvest adventure. Let me just make some more stuff out here. There we go.
Music is a bit. Well, I guess we would turn it down now. So.
Okay. So yeah, and that's essentially it. Good job, guys. You killed the vampire, saved the day, got the heart back, and now you are filling your bellies of pumpkin pie and
Yay.
pumpkin beer.
Awesome. That's great.
Thank you so much for being the dungeon master, Jason.
Oh yeah, that's
thank
that's
you.
not a thank. Well, you're very welcome.
That's really fun.
It's fun, man. It's fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna admit that we should play this more often.
Yeah,
We don't play this
probably.
nearly as much as we should, and it's actually really fun to play this, man. And just knowing, okay, so these guys are over in Norway and I'm in the States, and this is the only way that we can play, and this feels really good, If I had a proper
Yeah.
module and we played, without an audience and without the thing, not that doing this is, it's just fun and this is cool. But yeah, we should definitely play this more often. So with that,
Totally.
if there's
I'm
anything
gonna
that you
take
guys-
like a 30-second break to a minute, and
Okay.
then I'll be back and we can answer some questions and look at the Dungeon Master tools.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so everybody, we're just gonna take a tiny break, like 30 seconds, like Johnny said, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna answer some questions, play around with the Dungeon Master tools, kind of maybe even just create a new level and see you guys how things built. Show you guys how things built out. Maybe show you some, of the new tile sets and other things like that, and some of the well, no, some of the features that you've seen so far, but maybe more behind the scenes, because the players don't really get to see too much of the UI and everything like that. And I know a lot of people here on the stream are more interested, I think, in the Dungeon Master tool than the player side of things. So just stick around, listen to some music, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, what he said. Toodles noodles.
Alright, so I am back. The music is on loud. Turn that down, and the ambient. Alright. So let's see what's the best way of handling questions. Okay. Hello. Okay, so maybe I can start answering some of the questions while the others are away. So the one that Pandas posted. Will we be able to script games so I can create adventures for people that can download and play through it? So, to a certain degree, it's the current version of the game will be is meant to be played. The current version of the game is meant to be played in a multiplayer type of setting. However, we are working on doing like a campaign thing, so you can place that, you can already pre-create areas, but in addition to that, we will have things like putting notes down, and we're hoping to enable some amount of scripting in Tailweaver, which is the Unity project where you can import assets and export it into to the game, so that you can do more functionality things as well. We're hoping to move into maybe something like Lua to do a lot of our a lot of the effects and so forth ourselves, so that those things could also be used by other creators and other modders.
Huh? Is the sound kind of? Are you? Oh, are you messing with the
Yeah,
sound,
I'm
Johnny?
messing with the sound because I was sort of hearing it coming up, sort of quite high, quite loud.
All right.
I'm not sure if that answered the question though. So the question I was asking Jason was, will we be able to script games? So I can create an adventure for people, let them download it and play through it. It sounds like that might assume type of
Oh, that's like a single player kind
yeah.
of thing.
So in the first
For,
version,
yeah.
I don't think that would be possible.
No, no, but we're working towards that. So it's funny. We're going kind of opposite from some things. A lot of we're starting out multiplayer and trying to make that like as robust and simple as possible for people to build out like campaigns and everything like that. But eventually, and like Johnny said, yes, we want to do some limited form of scripting. So when you build campaigns for multiplayer, you can script small events. If you have encounters and other things like that, we'll have to see how far we dig into that. But that obviously will make the way to some sort of single player thing in the future, hopefully.
Yeah, what that
That
single
we're able
player
to.
thing will be, though, we're not entirely sure. It might be a
Exactly,
standalone
we're not
thing,
exactly sure.
because we want to make single player experiences as well.
Right.
But currently, we're having a lot of fun making a tool to play role playing games in a more
Absolutely.
visual fashion.
Absolutely.
So that was that one. Why do dice interact with the environment? Seems pretty broken to me. While it was discussed in chat, the Dave insight would still be nice. Um, well, personally, I really like that it interacts with the environment, as in the numbers is going to be equally random regardless. So we just need to make sure that it interacts nicely, basically. Uh, so not sure what the broken part might be. Any comments?
No.
So I really like it. It might stuff like getting a dice log so that you can go back and see what the
Oh, okay.
rolls were.
I'm sorry. Why do dice interact with the environment?
Right,
It's
yeah.
pretty broken. Okay, I'm sorry. While this was discussion, I like the way that it interacts with. I don't think that that's broken at all. I think that that gives it more of a tabletop feel. The physicality of the dice. I think that's something that I like about this game.
Yeah.
It could be tightened up for
Oh,
sure.
yeah, for
The
sure.
physics and everything like that.
The physics
But-
on the dice themselves feel pretty nice now, but the colliders on the environment are not always as forgiving.
Right.
So we might have to do like a two-tier a collider system where things that are calculated frequently use a much simpler collision layer, while the dice utilizes more of actual or a more complicated collision mesh.
Right. Yeah. I think one of the charms of the game is the dice roll. For
Oh
sure.
yeah, no, it is.
I'm not a big fan of just like clicking a button and seeing a number. You know, this and yeah. So, but that's kind of what I like about that. So we can tighten things up.
For sure.
Let's see.
Hello, Hannah.
What file?
Hey.
What file does Tailspire support for 3D modeling?
Anything that Unity supports.
Right. Okay. Anything that Unity supports, yes. And let's see that.
I wonder.
Okay, it's been said that Just 118 asks. It has been said that the plan is for Tailspire to be system agnostic. Will there be various dice designs to support this? For example, Green Ronin's age system. Okay. Yeah. I don't see a problem with rules agnostic. At the moment, it'd be pretty easy to just put this out, and it would already be rules agnostic.
Yeah.
And to create different dice and symbols probably just be on the users, and we will definitely have and give you the ability to make your own or skins, perhaps dice skins. I think how complicated would that be, Johnny?
No, that wouldn't be terribly complicated to implement new dice.
So yeah, so for people to implement their own dice skins, that shouldn't be a problem.
And that also any type of dice shape, to be honest, would also work.
Okay, all right. I was going to ask that because I think they're coming. I did a Kickstarter with some crazy like wizard dice or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Some of they're like potion bottles and scrolls and stuff, and these guys are making these work. These shapes, it's crazy. All right, so let's keep going on here. Not Minor. I don't know. Not Minor. Are any of the rules built in? Are any of the built-in features connected to any kind of rule sets? Rules? Will it be possible to mod the interface in a way to support custom rules? Yeah. Okay. So we are working right now on a stat system, and the stat system itself is going to be pretty agnostic. But I think what we want to do is, for our side, is to work with OGL. I think that's the plan.
Yeah, initially, I think that's.
Just to get some sort of automation and see how it.
Yeah. So that means that we're working on a in support of Lua, and this we haven't decided 100% on Lua yet, but with that, there's also going to be a system for quoting or for fetching stats and combining stats and having this language for executing rules. I don't want to go too deep into this right now, but the idea is that it's supposed to be quite easy to implement multiple types of rule systems in a way where you could start with a set of rules and have those help the dungeon master, help the players by not making decisions directly, but sort of making suggestions as to what the correct ways of playing it would be, and giving you the numbers to support that, and then you can either accept those numbers or throw them out the window. And what we will initially do ourselves is implement a version of OGL most likely, and but having those tools there so we can either ourselves implement more rule systems or other people.
Right.
We'll see where it takes us. Basically, once we start testing with more people, with groups, we'll also see where people want to take Tailspire as a playboard or virtual tabletop or whatever we should call it.
Just don't call it a platform.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so the Sea Otter, instead of having to interact with the environment, could you have a dice tray or environment? Absolutely. I mean, if making a dice tray is not a problem, we could definitely do that. In fact, I think what Johnny's working on is almost a dice tray.
Is it?
One. No, I don't know, but he's just making a dungeon.
Oh, right,
but,
yes. Yeah, this is just a giant dice tray. I mean, you could always obviously go back to this. I'm hoping that we can make the dice easy enough to read, so that we have some UI to give you those things, rather than having to make this separate system, because we're not making like tabletop simulator in the sense where you just have a physical board and you just do whatever with it. We do want to help players play the game quickly. And
but,
what was that?
Couldn't the dungeon master just take a dice tray as an asset and put it wherever he wants and tell the players so that's where they need to? Because
you could. You certainly could do that. And this.
I can make it.
Well, yeah.
Done.
Nice.
It'll be in
All
it.
right.
No,
That's your next.
Yeah.
Dice tray, fancy dice tray, kind of like The Witcher too.
If you feel like it.
Sure.
Yeah.
It would be a lot of back and forth, but I guess that's up to how people want to play.
Yeah, it's up to the player.
If people want to play however they want, and definitely that is definitely a possibility. So let's see, will there be a VOD of the adventure up later? Let's do it. Yeah, let's just. I think Johnny's recording it, so I think.
Yeah, so I at least hope because it didn't get recorded per se. But there should be one up on Twitch, and I'll download that one and also put it up on YouTube,
Okay.
or I think you can send it straight to YouTube or something like that. Which I did with the previous adventure as well, or the previous recording or the previous stream. Sorry, which worked out really well.
Yep.
So I'll
That's a
do
good-
that.
Excellent. Insidious. And what about Dice Towers? You know what?
Mm.
Let's try it, man. I'll try a dice. I don't know.
Yeah, why not? Right? These are
Yeah,
fun.
it's-
It doesn't.
yeah.
It won't be part of like the main.
No,
But it'll be
it's almost
there.
like the rolling tray. You know,
Yeah.
Um, here's like my current group is using a dice tower, a
Oh,
cursed dice tower, by the way, and
Ooh.
yeah, all of its rolls come out, and but it's fun. It's fun, especially when you got like a few dice to drop down there.
Okay.
I think
Maybe.
maybe.
Yeah, I have some sort of personal opinions on dice towers that obviously shouldn't reflect on other people's. So.
But again, and this is something that you could put into your own game. It's really just a matter of just dropping a dice into some sort of any 3D object that is a cylindrical or whatever and has a hole in it that can just drop through and just kind of randomize on its way down. Anything that you want to make like that. If we don't make one ourselves and try it out, maybe we will for the next.
Well,
stream.
Maybe
mean, we
we
could,
should. Maybe we should make a contest for other people to make a bunch, and then
well,
Dice tower.
whoever
contest
comes up with the best one will be in it.
for a nice dude, nice. Yeah, we'll use your dice tower. Profit. No, I'm just joking.
Huh.
No. But
Okay.
no, that's cool. Dice towers for sure.
well,
see, is
we'll
it-
try it
okay.
anyway,
Yeah,
and see how because there
Johnny
is
hates
some
dice towers.
code things that we need to also fix. I mean, you could. It might be difficult to just roll it down a tower. So it would, if we have like a dice tower asset, it would probably be beneficial to at least lock it to when you sort of put dice in it, and then
Okay.
to me it feels like a glorified random number generator.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, we could definitely test it, and we should.
All right.
For fun.
BioMonkey 01. Is there going to be a way to have multiple layers to a map in case of multi-story houses or basements?
Yeah, so that's something I'm working on.
All right. So you're working on that.
Yeah, so I can't say
Johnny's
how,
working
how well it's going to work out, but yes, that's. I really hope we're able to pull that off because that's a lot nicer than having to load up a new map every time.
Right. Visual abstract. How big is the team behind Tailspire? Right now we are 4 people.
Yeah.
And we do pretty well, man. So
It's a spare time project, so
it's a spare time project, but
It's slow.
it's slow but steady. That's
yeah, that's
exactly
true.
what it is.
That's a good description, I think.
Let's see. Bounce Rock. Okay. Jest 118. There a standard suite of figure models and tiles be up to the player jam to create assets. No, there will definitely be a standard set, and we haven't worked out exactly what's going to be in the initial release, but you're going to definitely have enough to play a lot. You're going to have a variety, maybe five different tile sets. Like a dungeon, a castle, a tavern, outdoors, and sewers or something. I think we have those right now. Anyways, we have almost. We
have a
can
lot
beef
of
them up
them.
and everything. We have a lot of tile sets.
We just need to fill them in proper so that every tile set has what you would expect from a tile set, for instance.
Yep.
There's also the current, because I'm just building here now, so people can sort of see the current layout for objects. This will also change. This is a temporary thing that we've had. It made more sense when we didn't have that many objects, obviously. But,
yeah. Oh yeah, we're growing.
yeah, working
As you can
on
see.
new system for both finding objects and placing them. There's going to be more of a building mode, which is going to seem quite similar to it is now. It's just going to have some more UI to help out on the building process. Already we can do stuff like we can pick tiles back up now. I deleted that one. They can also just sample tiles, so you can continue building without having to find the tile again.
That's
But
really
all
nice,
of this
actually.
stuff is going to be much nicer. Already, it's pretty fast to build. I'm doing it really casually right now as we're talking.
Yep.
So in reality, you can knock out something rather quickly.
Oh, fairly quickly, yeah. I mean,
It
again, like with
feels
this adventure right here that we did today, I basically just like laid it all out last night.
Yeah.
So and that's just that's just a testament to how quickly you can build in Tailspire, and that's our goal. Is to make it easy, quick, but also powerful enough with Tailweaver and everything like that. That if you want to get granular, you want to make your own assets, you want to put things in, and really get into like a design, kind of like a Neverwinter Nights 2, that really get into like a deep kind of design mode. You can do that as well. But
Right.
when you just load up the game, it's super quick to just build things and make things happen, which is very nice.
Yeah, we'll make multiple building tools to help this process as well, where you can save out areas so that you can load it up quickly and combine them if you have like a tavern room that you like, and bring it in fast. So that is something we're also working on.
Okay, so the Sea Otter. I have been following this for a while now. Join, welcome. And I'm sure that this is always asked when you're projecting a release for this or beta for testers to mess around with and provide feedback. So essentially, we want something. Ooh, that's really nice right there.
what?
That color. No,
I can't see.
the atmosphere
I
that
don't
Johnny's
have it
just put up. So essentially, we want to do something either by the end of the year or beginning of next year. I more realistically at this point, I'm thinking like something solid for people to play is, or like a beta to mess around with, and that's something that we feel good that we're not going to frustrate you. Is probably going to be around like Q1 of next year.
Yeah, and we do need
Yeah.
to get people playing sooner rather than later,
Absolutely.
because the
Yeah.
feedback
We do.
that we have.
And the thing is we've given a couple of keys away to some Panda, for instance, and he has provided a very valuable feedback already, and so we want more. And we want to get it out to you guys, and we're working very hard. But I'm like realistically, I'm going to say something like Q1 of next year.
Yeah, for some sort of
Beta,
testing for people.
alpha, not beta.
Yeah, probably an alpha, but stable enough for people to actually be able to play and use it, so that we can see.
And not get frustrated.
Right, so that we can also see how people want to use it, which we don't know. As in, we play it one way, but other people might end up sort of playing it a different way, and we might have to provide more tools and more development in that direction.
Yeah. BioMonkey. Did I read this? Is there going to be a way to multi? Okay, yeah. So we're working on multi layers, right? Multi-level, multi-story levels like that. And we're working on. Johnny's working on. He'll do something.
On what was that?
The multi-level, the
Yeah,
multi-layer level, kind of like and
working on that.
walking upstairs and loading. Loading levels in this right now is pretty quick. It's not like super slow. John, if you want to just save this real quick, you can just save this, and then just load up any other level real quick and just show, because I think somebody in the stream too missed transitioning between maps.
Right. Now, actually, the map loading stuff is a bit choppier than it should be because of how the assets are loaded in now.
Okay.
But we should. So things are loaded in a bit slower.
Okay. But I mean, it doesn't take.
It doesn't take very long. This was something I did on stream the other day.
Nice.
So it has like a main hall area. It has a second floor.
Nice.
And it has, let's see, and then it also has a basement.
Let's see. Hoopla.
So that's some
Ida
stuff.
says hi.
Yeah, that's our dog.
So that's that. Jeff 118 asks, any plans to include a feature that would obscure the map view for players based on their figure's line of sight?
That's technically already in there somewhat.
Yeah, we do have an occlusion system.
There is a good occlusion system. It's just not very clever right now, so we we have to work. But yes, that's something we're planning on doing. It already works with characters. So even if you've opened an area and you walk out of said area, I could probably demonstrate that if I place a character. Let's place. Let's do the vampire here, and I'm gonna give myself control over this character, player permissions, and I'm gonna go out into player mode, and there's a bug there that causes it not to load properly. So now when I'm standing outside this door, I can see the doorman, which is this mummy, and I can also see these two characters there. If I walk to the left, they will disappear, and now I'm actually seeing the orc over here, even though I probably shouldn't because of this door here. And then if I walk all the way in, I'm seeing all of the characters.
Cool.
And from a dungeon master's point of view, I can right click on him and you'll get an eye, or you're supposed to get an eye on every character you can see, but according to this now, you can't see the wizard, which might be true. Nope. So that's a bit bugged, I guess. Oh, there we go. Work now. So as a dungeon master, you can look at any character, and this radial mini stuff is currently for show for the most part. The dungeon master tools and the attack stuff works. Also, it's used for the doors. But you can click on any character and you can sort of see their line of sight from a dungeon master to just look for these eyes. That is a temporary solution, but it works. You can see what they see.
Okay, Nettle Flap asks, pretty sure this is in, but still, will there be a way to show players? No, not yet, but I want it. I want it now.
What was that? Sorry.
I want it now. Basically, sharing images, maps.
Yes.
So that if you want to show, like,
we'll have a solution for that.
Yeah, that's simple. I mean, that's simple enough.
It's,
that shouldn't be a problem. Not a problem at all.
It's it may not be that simple to implement necessarily, but we'll definitely have a solution for that.
See, because I don't have to implement it, I say it's simple. Come on,
right.
Johnny, it's simple.
All right. So next.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for the great comments too. Let's see. Any plans for the future to have? Oh, okay. So the Sea Otter asked, any plans for in the future to have a weather simulation, like lightning or the sun moving across for the day, rain, etc., that kind of stuff. So effects, yeah. It'd be great to have effects, man. We're still talking about that because we kind of wanted to feel like, how would you do it on the tabletop? What would it look like if you were to do it, like either stop motion, or how would you do it physically? Like, and if you had figures on a board, how would you make it, either like, get some dude with heavy dandruff and shake his hair, and, nothing like that, but, any kind of thing like that. Just make it more physical, less gamey, less visual effects seeming. But I mean, if that's the way it's going to have to go, that's the way. We'll see how it goes. But we definitely want to have weather effects in there, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the atmosphere system needs to be expanded to include some of these things, and we'll see. We'll experiment with some physical effects, like Jason said, and see whether or not that looks okay, and then take it more into the game realm with some other type of effects, and just find a middle ground that works.
Let's see. I think someone mentioned in Discord earlier, or public one. I'd love to. Oh, sorry. Yes, public Discord. What if two different players are in different areas of the map?
Yeah, so that's something that will probably not be solved for this initial release.
Okay.
And that has somewhat to do with how the network system works currently, and there's a rewrite plan there, which is going to allow first of all, you can currently have multiple DMs, which is quite neat. But it would also be neat if there could be multiple DMs, and the dungeon master could go off onto different areas and work on them, while another DM is bringing the party through, or even having multiple parties in the same campaign. So this is something we really want to solve, but I don't think it's going to be for the first quarter of next year.
Okay. Oh, good. That's fine. Let's see. Wahishan. You all should do the same for 3D models if possible to make them visible to the players if the enemy is hiding in a bush, for example. Absolutely.
Come again? Sorry.
I think he's talking about the
Visibility.
visibility occlusion system.
Yeah, so hiding in a bush, for example, would be quite tricky with the current system, but that is a good idea, so we need to look at that.
Yeah, there could be a way.
One way to handle it is, because I'm hoping to put out these predefined encounter tokens, and tokens that you can place on the board that you can activate as a dungeon master in the case of something happening. So then you could have some encounters laid out that isn't really in play, but you can you can activate them, which allows you to set up multiple scenarios and start them based on what's happening. So someone hiding in a bush would basically do that, and a bush itself would occlude it if you were standing behind it.
Right.
But currently we don't have a way of physically placing him inside of a bush, so it would be behind it.
Right. Are we gonna do? Are we gonna sharing? I, with how easy Steam has made it to upload builds and stuff like right now, I don't know.
I've said in the past that we should do Steam Workshop integration.
Yeah.
As one way of sharing the assets. So I think
absolutely.
I think that would be a good idea.
So yeah, we are definitely planning to have Steam Workshop for sure. Cool.
Definitely for sure. Now it's settled.
Definitely, yeah. All right. Would a short rest or long? Okay, and that was Insidious. Would a short rest or a long rest make the sun and moon atmosphere change at a faster rate? Okay, so like that's it would be good to have those kind of effects, and when we get into that whole atmosphere, and when we embellish the atmosphere system to include day cycles, night cycles, weather effects, and stuff like that, these are definitely things that we can look into. And I think that one thing that the dungeon master, we can either do it through a slider, like a day slider, so the dungeon master can control like what time of day it is and where the sun or moon is in the sky. There's a lot of things. Once we get in there, though, we'll try to make it.
Yeah.
It's all about feeling good.
We'll see in the case of the weather stuff.
Right.
It's probably not priority now, so we'll see how people play the game and figure out whether or not that's something we should add later. First, we'll just try to make it really nice to control the atmosphere of the game, so that you can quickly move between different atmospheres, and there is a fade between things, so you could just fade between one, like a day and a night, and even now you can set it up like setting up so that one node has different times of the day, and you could switch.
Yeah, actually, if you show them, there's one that has like 3 different things, but you don't have to show them. It's got like I think the blue one has like full moon.
Yeah, no, that's true. I can show them that. So if we go into, we're just going to place. These are temporary ways of placing.
You you did not see this box, okay?
Right.
Oh, showing them.
Yeah, so these are sort of 3 sets of atmospheres, and you can click on them, and one has full moon, warm, tavern, and intro cold, and we've just set these up to more or less whatever area we need to use them in. So it's a bit of a temporary system. But if I switch between full moon and intro called Tavern, it sort of fades between, and so does the music and ambient sound. So werewolf attack, blood harvests, intro. Let's see. Okay, I guess they're quite similar actually. It's probably just two different music tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
here
did
as
that
well.
for the module because
Yeah, no, that's fine.
the music changes between those two.
So yeah.
So that's currently what we have in the atmosphere system. It's pretty cool. You can basically change the lighting and kind of like effect of visually, and also add some sound effects, ambient sound effects, and music, and that kind of it really does help set the scene. But you know, again, we are definitely going to embellish and tighten that up as well. Let's see. Let's go on to the next question.
Because I gave you some control here, because Panda made a good point in that we should show the request system. Although the request system is sort of
So, all right. So let's do this. How about you become the mummy?
what's that?
You become that mummy outside the and try to open. Oh, do you want me to be a player?
Yeah. So you could just show it here.
All right. Who am I?
I've been given. Well, just go into a player.
All right.
You're a player. There we are.
I'm a player.
Yeah, I've given you control over the wizard. Oh, haven't I?
Really?
Okay,
Really?
let's see. Maybe there's a bug there. I can give you the mummy.
All right. Yeah. Give me the mummy.
Let's see if there might be a bug right now.
No, I got control.
Okay, cool. And now this is also, we're going to change how this system works. But when he tries to open a door now, then I get next to his player saying "Mommy is trying to open a door," and then I can either decline it, which I did now. So if you try to open again, then I can accept it, at which point the action happens. And the same goes for attacks. So if he tries to attack
So I'll
someone,
try to attack the vampire dude.
yeah. And then Mommy tries to attack Vampire Lord. I'm going to say okay, and he attacks.
And of course, we will, push this onto chests, other things like that. All kinds of. So,
Yeah.
The DM request system is functional. It's
Just
robust
not.
at the
Yeah,
moment.
it's not very robust, and I'm not sure if this is the extent of how it should work.
Right.
But it's there, and it's a lot of fun to queue up attacks and stuff as a player as well. And I saw multiple examples of that when we were playing.
Yep. Another one from Just 118. I like the little figure animation of something similar implemented for range attacks to indicate what is being attacked.
What was that? You cut out, so I'm not sure.
Oh, sorry. Just 18 says.
Okay.
Is there going to? Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. Basically, are we going to have? Okay, yeah. I like the figure animation upon melee attack. Is there something similar implemented for range attacks to indicate who or what is being attacked?
Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of emoting in the sense of automated character movements, and we're also going to implement some type of effects. So yes, there will be a lot more juice happening in different situations. Also for dying and for going prone and general effects, there will be different styles of character wobbles, and just general emoting as well. We'll have a system for that.
Absolutely. Wahitian, so no, I'm sorry, butchered that. How big is the dev team? What you've accomplished and what I'm hearing you plan is to add is fucking impressive. Thank you very much. Oh, yep. Okay, 4 people. Yeah. Yeah, we are a team of 4 people currently.
Yeah.
It says, do they have? No, we do not. Okay, so we don't have a GoFundMe. We don't have any of that yet. We're might be planning to do some sort of crowdfunding but again, we want something that people can kind of get their hands and dig into, for backing. Let's see Nettle Flap, an in-game spec part editor where you can combine a few types, choose color magnitude, and Do it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So not
Oh man.
not anything like that initially. Although with Tailweaver, as in predefined effects and stuff, we're hoping so that you can quite easily create stuff and
Yeah.
and send it
Yeah.
to the
If,
game.
if yes, exactly.
How
Exactly.
much of that you will have in game, we don't know yet.
Right. Seattle, is there going to be like glass platforms or a way to make figure model levitate as if they were flying or using spells? Yeah, we have some floating monsters right now, but some it wouldn't be a problem to implement some glass things or some stilts or something, some way to kind of make them uh, appear like they're floating, uh, and using kind of some sort of clear plastic thing. Uh,
Yeah. I also just showed up the dice request system, although that's
Okay.
also temporary. You
Oh,
can
all
you
right.
can set up sort of the dice you want to send, and then you can select the people you want to send those requests to, and then you
Right.
just click it. There's also going to be a combat queue system, so you can easily set up anything that requires a queue, and have initiatives sort of tie into that somehow.
Right.
We had that really early on, and then we removed it, and then we're planning on putting it back in.
Yeah. Um, and this has been in the works for, I think we're closing in on 2 years or something, maybe a little more.
Yeah, probably a little more. It's been at various sort of intensities.
Yeah.
This year has been a lot more intense, and a lot of the time has been spent figuring out all of the systems that run the games, like the asset loading system for modding, the networking, and the build sort of how things function. So we're only quite recently starting to look at the actual tools that people will be using for both building and interacting with the game.
Right. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it. If and again, if anybody comes with any questions, please feel free to just hit our Discord. Where we usually, at least Johnny and I usually have it up a lot, so we
Yes.
can answer any questions, and we don't
For
mind
sure.
answering questions. So
Yeah, and there's a lot of other amazing people in there that would be happy to answer questions as well, if there's something
Absolutely.
that we've answered before.
Panda, thank you. He's one of them.
Yes, absolutely, and
Cool.
and Send Commander as well has been really helpful on setting up Twitch stuff and just getting in there with a lot of feedback, and those are the two that have had more direct influence, but there's so many people who has influenced the design of what we've been doing.
Absolutely.
Oh, hello,
Yeah,
Scuffler.
it's good. Scuffler, nice, man.
Awesome.
Red Panda socks. I like that name.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, I think we're good for now. Thank you everybody for coming and checking out. We'll keep you all posted about next time and if we do another one in the future.
Yeah,
And
thank
other
you
than that-
guys for sitting through this, and I think for the most part there were a few bugs, but it went fairly smoothly, so that's a good foundation to build more sort of functionality and features on top of, which is excellent. And we do need feedback, and there will be testing coming up first quarter,
Right.
because we do need people to start playing this.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh,
thanks
just,
again.
just a quick question from Zebra.
Sure.
Are you have items in inventory for the game, like such as items and such like that? We are working on an inventory system, so stay tuned on that. We're trying to work out the details. Cool. All right. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah, thanks
See you
again.
next time.